Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
Toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions.
No,
right?
2 touchdown passes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Returns the punt 64 yards on the score. And the Vikings get the quick strike.
Nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss-hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, Let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing. And for some teams, it's a change in tempo. Usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget. And he probably just told him, listen, you want to get involved? Go out and go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Williams. Room here to run. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Open space inside the 10. That's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Alexander.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Ball carried
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
By Jeff Okudah. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Packers' 37-yard line.
On the ground, this is Williams. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
For the running back.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
On for the field.
Well done to stiff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Complete.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And a Packer first down.
They run with Neal. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the out route. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Packers.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
Complete to number 19.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. First down. He'll drop to throw it. Throw left side, complete. It's Neal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
At their own 23-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Jeff Okudah up from his cornerback spot to make the play.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's intercepted. Top at the 16. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
Set to kick off.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Williams. And this will be a Vikings first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On first down, it's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Brings up second and a yard.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker blocking the rock.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24.
7.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
To number 29.
That's good for 28 yards.
28-yard gain.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and 13. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
The 3-yard line.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 3 yards out. And the Packers get a score closer. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps a good start.
A start that was sorely needed.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll drop this down to Williams. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
13. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete.
The pass.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
The throw over the middle, taken in. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
And we'll get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Slide for the PAT.
For the point after.
Time of 6 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. Now he's stripped. He lost the football. Fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 13 yards out. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Brandon, that touchdown certainly looks like the clincher to me.
Probably a little too much to overcome, don't you think?
I would agree. I say at this stage of the game, that touchdown should seal the fate.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
And 4 yards to go.
Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Going for it all. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
5 yards to go.
They'll look to throw here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Let it run, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. They'll look to throw here on first down. Going up
top. He's got a man. Complete. 30. 10. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Vikings.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points and continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Packers,